Hello and welcome, I'm the 7-Star General, my name's Caleb, welcome to the stream. And tonight we're going to be playing some Hearts of Iron 4 Peace for Our Time. And we are the United Kingdom, and we are playing an ahistoric run. And it is 1939, April 19th, and the Mexican communists have declared war on us and the United States. So that is where we're at. Let's pop into the game. So, we are the United Kingdom. We've been trying to federalize the empire. Australia and Canada and India probably will not go with us at the moment, as they have announced their unwillingness to come together. We have been having better relations. We've been having great relations with the Netherlands and Denmark. And so they're now in the war with us. Hey, what's up, Ed? Oh, nice. Dude, I'm good today. So right now, what's happening in Central Europe, the Mexican... Well, I'll say this. Our main conflict is with the Mexican communists from the Mexican Socialist Republic. And they demanded that we leave the Caribbean and Central America, and we said no. And so then they declared war. They invaded the United States, and they've made some inroads into New Mexico and Texas. And so the United States is now scrambling. Canada is also scrambling troops in. And so this just broke. Over in Europe, what happened was the Soviets got overthrown by Vladimir III. So now we have a monarchist Russia. And we have a monarchist Japan, totally ran by Hirohito. So he has overthrown the militarists. We do have the Chinese United Front with China being ran by Sung Mei-ling, and the communists are growing there. So that's happening, and then Yugoslavia went with the Mexicans. Do I want to? Do you want a cup of tea? I'm good at the moment. I went and got a soda water. Tea party, right? So, and then in Central Europe, Austria and Hungary got reclaimed by Habsburg monarchists. Then there was a Polish uprising to put communists in. And then the Habsburg Alliance overthrew the communists in Poland. And Czechoslovakia went Habsburg Alliance. And so did, let's see, and then Lithuania attacked Poland and lost. And so now the Archduchy of Austria is directly at war with the German Reich. So those two are going at it. So, in essence, Austria and Poland and Czechoslovakia are fighting Germany. So that's what's happening there. And also Finland and Estonia are part of the Axis with Germany. They both went fascist. Like I said, Denmark and the Netherlands went with me. Belgium wanted to cut ties. Looks like Belgium may be going fascist. France is not allied with me. They look to be going communist right now, which is not good. The Spanish Civil War ended with the anarchists winning, and communism is growing there. And the anarchists also basically took over all of Portugal except for one province. And also they still have their colonies. in Africa and Indonesia. So that's the latest going on in the world here in 1939. The war just started. Mexico has invaded British Honduras and taken it over. And right now the TikTok says it does not, that I have unoriginal, unproduced content. You have 100 hours? I have 1,300 hours, and I just got out of the tutorial. So TikTok's getting a little crazy about this stuff here. If it gets too much, they really don't like when you're not like full screen on the vertical. Apparently. Yeah, I don't know what's up like about this. TikTok is lame. Yeah. It's been happening a lot since I went to this setup here in the vertical, so I'm trying to show more game. But hey, I guess they don't want World War II simulators. Maybe they're triggered by the word fascist or something. I don't know. I pretty much thought that you know, now that it's gone American, it's probably less free speech. Now that it has shadowy investors. All right, what's Italy doing right now? Oh, Italy went democratic. Ah. Hey, Italy. All right. So Chamberlain is still our prime minister. We will be changing that in a moment. We're going global defense. And then Chamberlain's going to step down and Churchill shall start over. Or start. Right now, before we get into too much music, we have a bulletin about the war start from the BBC.
This is London. The British Broadcasting Corporation brings you a special war bulletin. We have received confirmed reports that forces of the Mexican Socialist Republic have launched an attack upon and now occupy the territory of British Honduras in the Caribbean. The action follows a formal demand issued by Lázaro Cárdenas calling for the withdrawal of British authority from the region. His government described British territories in the Caribbean as instruments of imperial control and called for their immediate abandonment. His Majesty's government rejected that demand. In a statement issued earlier this week, the government affirmed that it would not abandon the subjects of the Crown, nor relinquish its responsibilities to the Commonwealth. Following that refusal, Mexican forces advanced upon British Honduras, where resistance has been overcome and the territory is now reported to be under occupation. There has, as yet, been no confirmation of the condition of British forces or civilians within the territory. Efforts are underway to establish communication and assess the situation on the ground. In London, officials have described the attack as an unprovoked act of aggression and a grave escalation in the widening conflict now affecting multiple regions of the world. Naval movements in the Atlantic and Caribbean are expected to increase in response as Britain and her allies take steps to secure vital routes and safeguard remaining territories. Across the empire, messages of support have been received from the Dominions, affirming unity in the face of this development. The Prime Minister is expected to address Parliament in the coming hours. Further updates will be broadcast as more information becomes available. This is the British Broadcasting Corporation, London.
All right. Yeah, it's going to take way too much to get it. I don't think India is going to become part of us anytime soon. They all went Dominion. We could make Kuwait can annex Kuwait, possibly. Malaya. We can annex these 3 pretty quickly. All right. Get some music going, and
Attention!
all right, we got a new land. Let's go recruit some scientists. We got Carolyn Brown, who is a tank specialist. I'm gonna go ahead and go with her. Carolyn Brown. All right, we're building a whole bunch of mills. We're going to try to get some of this stuff up and rolling. Try to get some maritime patrols out there. We are laying mines around us, just in case. And we could always go outward with that. We're gonna lay some mines around. Okay, construction 3 is done. Go machine. Let's go refining. Fuel refining 3. So we're building stuff. We're trying to get more manpower. We just got concentrated industry 3. And uh-oh. World news.
World news. The fall of Warsaw. German forces advancing in Austrian Poland have succeeded in capturing Warsaw. Sporadic fighting continues in Praga and a few other districts, but organized resistance in the city seems to have ceased. The Polish government reportedly evacuated the city as the first German units entered Warsaw's suburbs, and their present location is unknown. Fighting against the German invaders continues in other parts of the country, but the loss of the capital is a serious blow to the Polish war effort. Poland did not stand a chance.
All right, our shadow scheme is kicking in now.
Shadow scheme factories taken in use. The careful preparations we took in the Shadow Scheme to ease the transition of our civilian factories to full wartime industry have now paid off. The new factories are already much more efficient than could reasonably have been expected within this time frame. What fortuitous foresight we had.
Let's do advanced machine tools now. We are going to try to up production. We need to up production of armored cars as well, and light tanks. And we're probably going to need to up the trucks. But support equipment's the big one. What are we looking at? We're looking at 2 for traded goods right now. Be nice to get some support equipment here. See if we can buy towed artillery. And support equipment from Colombia. For equipment from Uruguay. Some towed artillery. Some anti-aircraft. Alright, that should be good. I don't want to use too much. Let's see. The West Midlands. That's where I want to put some refineries. All right, that's for making sure we got enough stuff there. Hey, what's up? All right. Cool. All right, so we got that lined up. All right, Latvia is now Habsburg Alliance. All right. So the Germans are fighting Austria in the Habsburg Alliance. We just went to war with the Mexicans. We have enough. We have enough naval dominance to invade. Now we just got to get our troops over here. All Alright, so our troops are heading over. How in the world does Portugal declare war on Portugal when there's only one province of Portugal? Anarchist Commune of Portugal. Ah, that's how. Wow. Okay. United States wants to purchase our weapons.
Ready.
All right. Cool, cool. What's up? What's up, business? Good to see ya. Let's see. Let's get our troops in position. The Anarchist Commune of Portugal. Has won, and I think they integrated with the Council of Aragon, so this Anarchist Iberia. Uh-oh. Alright, we may need to grab some more oil from the United States. We did a little from Russia, just to pop relations a bit, since Russia's now monarchist. Hopefully they don't go fascist. A fascist Russia would be crazy right now. And oh no! Oh no! The war that kept... Oh no! The war that kept the Germans at bay has ended. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, so much for the Habsburgs. Wow. I'm gonna sell some of this. I need the... Man, I need it bad. Let's organize... La 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 la. I was trying to save political power. France is now at war, or no, France has war goals against Mexico. France looks like they're going communist. there a... We're definitely maintaining imperial integrity. I was going to say if there was something that would take away the... Peru just declared war on Ecuador here in June 13th, 1939. We just got the National Focus Global Defense. Mexico just declared war on Guatemala. We're going to invite Guatemala to the faction.
Ready, sir!
Alright, I think. Oh, everything blew up. We just got engines 3. Guatemala accepted the offer. They just went to war with El Salvador and Honduras as well. We're going to invite Honduras, the faction. Or no, El Salvador. Wait, hold on. No, El Salvador is fascist. But they are at war with them. But they went fascist, so that's why they're not joining us. And this has pushed the United States to interventionist policies. Wow. Cannot stay neutral.
World news. War in South America. Stemming from disputes that have been happening in the regions of Napo Pastaza and Santiago Zamora, on the border of Peru and Ecuador ever since the dissolution of the Gran Colombia, skirmishes have now started to occur between the two countries' forces. Due to the recent settlement in borders with Colombia, Peruvian soldiers have felt confident in pushing their claims against the weaker Ecuadorian state. And the skirmishes have now escalated into open conflict. This will test the stability of the region, as other countries may attempt to intervene. What will become of South America?
All right, we're going to have our guys come around there. All right, let's go ahead and start flying, guys.
World news. The United States pursues interventionist policies. The peace movement in the United States has suffered a severe setback as Congress passed a joint resolution encouraging President Franklin Delano Roosevelt to use military force, if necessary, to safeguard American interests around the world. It appears that many in Congress have decided that it was American indecisiveness that allowed the Great War to drag on for so long and consume so many lives. They point out that within a few months of U.S. troops entering Europe, the Great War had come to an end. An earlier intervention, they argue, could have saved hundreds of thousands of lives. The giant will not be sleeping this time.
All right, all these guys are going to fly down here. naval bomber. We'll go there. Actually, that's where they'll go. All right, so we're moving our planes over. Yugoslavia and Paraguay have officially joined the war. That's close air support. Waiting for everybody to get over there. Let's see, let's get some Marines going. And let's get some mountain guys going. All right. We are going to fix the government next. We're going to do a motion of no confidence. Get Churchill in.
Listen up! Attention!
All right.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Okay, they're almost there. I'm gonna have these guys attack Veracruz. Okay, repair ships. Who doesn't have a repair ship? The support and repair ship will go to those guys. Basic sub. Okay. What are we doing? We are fighting a war against Mexico. Mexico. USA offers UK alliance. Caleb turns on easy mode. Yeah, we Mexico declared war on us and invaded Honduras, so but we're running out of oil fast. All right, we got to watch that number. We're really low on oil. Trying to keep my dominions out of it if I can, because I'm trying to annex them, especially like Malaya. The other ones I can't really annex because they went Dominion. At least not easily. How much do I need to annex Malaya? 500. All right. We're going to try to annex Malaya. Okay, there are troops get in there.
All in.
Green's in, so go. The order is go.
Move out.
Can one of you guys get
Move back.
that one? The German Reich has just declared war on Communist Iberia, or otherwise known as the Regional Defense Council of Aragon. So the German Reich defeated the Habsburgs and now is turning on the anarchists of Iberia, or Spain. Okay. All right, I think we might get an encirclement here if we can take that. The German Reich is justifying against us now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This all went crazy.
Listen up.
Go. Here we go. We got the invasion of Veracruz. Right? this is gonna work, but woo! Yeah, I don't know. A lot happening. So we're starting to push in southern Mexico. I've not really looked at the US to see what's going on.
World news. German pressure towards the Benelux. Following the breakout of war with France, Germany has applied stronger diplomatic pressure than ever on the countries of the Benelux, with French and British backing. However, they are refusing to give in to the pressures. There is reason to believe that if the German Reich is unable to get what they want by diplomacy, they will take it by force. That would be an aggressive strike.
All right, we're having to take kind of drastic measures here. Okay, we can annex them when we get to 300 political power.
Ready!
Might not need to invade there. All right, so America is now responding. We just had a motion of no confidence. All right.
At today's motion of no confidence, the House of Commons made it clear that they have lost their faith in the current government. After tendering his resignation to the King, Neville Chamberlain has put forward Winston Churchill as his suggested replacement. It is expected that the new Prime Minister will move away from the controversial appeasement policy, potentially even responding to further challenges with military force.
Let's go live and listen to Neville Chamberlain's farewell address.
Mr. Speaker, I rise before this House at a moment of great gravity and with a full awareness of the judgment that now stands before me. I have, throughout my tenure as Prime Minister, pursued one overriding aim: the preservation of peace for our people and for the empire we are entrusted to serve. I believe firmly and sincerely that reason, patience, and diplomacy might yet prevail in a world unsettled by the scars of the last great war. But events have overtaken those hopes. The sudden and unprovoked aggression of a communist-led alliance in the Americas an alliance whose ambitions were neither fully declared nor widely foreseen has drawn us and the Commonwealth into a conflict not of our choosing. It is a development that I did not anticipate in its timing nor in its scale, and for that I accept the responsibility that rests upon my office. I do not shrink from that responsibility. No Prime Minister can claim infallibility. We act with the knowledge we possess, and we bear the consequences when that knowledge proves incomplete. I sought to secure peace. I sought to give Britain time to strengthen her industry, to prepare her defences, and to preserve the lives of her sons and daughters. If I erred, it was in the belief that the storm might yet be delayed. But now the storm has come. In this hour, the question before this House is not merely the fate of a government, nor the standing of one man. It is whether the nation shall move forward united in purpose, resolved in spirit, and unwavering in its duty. Britain does not stand alone. Across the seas, the dominions stand with us. Our allies stand with us. And together, we shall meet this challenge with the full measure of our strength. If it is the will of this House that I should no longer serve as Prime Minister, I shall accept that judgment without bitterness, and with an abiding faith in the institutions of our democracy. I have done what I believe to be right for Britain. Now it falls to this House and to those who shall lead after me to carry that duty forward in whatever trials may come. May God guide this nation and grant us the unity and resolve required in the days ahead. Thank you.
That was Neville Chamberlain resigning and walking out of number 10 Downing Street for the last time. Winston Churchill is now ready to address the nation. Here we go.
Mr. Speaker, the House will be aware that the character of this war has changed, and changed profoundly.
Ready to move!
Our forces, alongside our allies, are now advancing in the south of Mexico. There, British and Commonwealth arms are engaged in the hard and necessary work of restoring order where it has been broken, and of resisting an ideology which seeks to overturn all that we have built. But even as we press forward, new dangers gather. We have received credible reports that Germany, having subdued its rivals on the continent and now engaged in war in Spain, may soon turn its gaze upon us. The shadow of a wider European conflict lengthens by the hour. Thus, we find ourselves at a turning point. We are no longer merely responding to distant aggression. We are engaged in a struggle that may soon span oceans and continents alike. Let there be no misunderstanding. This is not a war for territory alone. It is not a contest of ambition. It is a test of endurance, of unity, and of duty. Across the seas, the empire stands together. From the factories of Britain to the farms of Canada, to the ports of Australia, to the outposts of Africa and beyond, our people are bound not only by allegiance, but by shared purpose. We have suffered loss. British Honduras has fallen into enemy hands.
Oh, my bad. Ah, dang it. I didn't want to do that. Okay, here we go. I think I got it back. Thank you. Ah! I accidentally hit the wrong thing. Ah, now I gotta regenerate it. My bad. Okay. Hold on. I gotta let it load. I hit the wrong button. You do interviews like I'm the general being interviewed by the press. Alright, I think.
Outposts of Africa and beyond, Our people are bound not only by allegiance, but by shared purpose.
Okay.
We have suffered loss. British Honduras has fallen into enemy hands, but we did not abandon it. We did not yield our responsibility, and we shall not forget it. We shall press on in Mexico. We shall secure the seas, and if the storm breaks in Europe, as it well may, we shall meet it with the full measure of our strength. I say to the Empire and to all who stand with us, do your duty. Do it with courage. Do it with resolve. Do it with the unshakable belief that what we defend is just and what we seek is victory. We shall not falter and we shall not fail. And in the end, we shall prevail. Thank you.
It's kind of like a radio. Oh, gotcha. No, I didn't see that. I didn't know what the reference was from. All right, are we invading at some point here? Is that happening?
Ready, sir!
Oh, is that because I didn't put these guys here? Oh, yeah, that's why. I forgot you have to have dominance in all the sea zones.
Ready to
All right,
move!
so we're advancing, right?
Move out!
See if I can kind of sneak by. All right, I'm gonna need to move this forward. Oh, cool. Trying to get dominance here. All right, we can annex British Malaya now. Catholic Mexico asking for docking rights. Okay. Okay, here is British Malaya. Here we go. They are officially United Kingdom now.
Attention! Listen up!
Okay, who did I just do that? Yeah.
Attention!
Okay. So Churchill letting us
Ready,
know.
sir! All in! Ready, sir! All in!
All right. So that should get us some oil. Take a look at our occupations right now. Ooh. Bulgaria just submitted to Romania. So Bulgaria is now monarchist. Hey, what's up, man? Good afternoon. Oh, I think these guys... Alright, enough's enough. I'm going to send these guys over here. And we are going to try to invade Yugoslavia. Okay, just making sure all my big guys have support ships. He's got the med. Okay, those guys are over here. Okay, I'm gonna grab these guys. Alright, I think I know what to do. Okay, we're going to reassign these guys to here. Alright, we're gonna go try to get some dominance over there. Okay. Dominance in the med. Did we do the... I don't think I hit this.
World News. Second Christiada. The forces of Church and Revolution have once again come into conflict in Mexico. With the government renewing its attacks on the Church, the embattled Catholic parties and social movements are launching an armed rebellion to seize control of Mexico. Cristero militias are reforming after a decade of inactivity, supplemented by defectors from the federal military. They have taken over several rural states and are using these as a base from which to operate. The first Christiada ended with a settlement negotiated between senior revolutionary and church officials, thanks to intermediation by the American government. But it looks likely that this violence will end only with the complete destruction of one of the belligerents. Long live Christ the King and Blessed Mary of Guadalupe!
There was Patton in the movie? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't watched that movie. I think I see clips every
World
once in a while.
News. Netherlands continues Zuiderzee works. A large-scale land reclamation project has been undertaken in the Netherlands, continuing a series of such projects known collectively as the Zuiderzee works. After the closing off of the IJ Selmeer with the Afsluitdijk, the reclamation of the Wieringermeer and the Noordoostpolder, the project now focuses on the reclamation of the Flevopolder, the largest area yet to be reclaimed from the sea. Though the full project will undoubtedly span many years, draining has proceeded enough that smaller areas are now already accessible, and the benefits to Dutch industry are palpable. A brave gamble.
All right. We're building back up our fuel. We have an available project. We can do cruiser subs. We could do big battleships. We could do escort carrier. Ooh, I kind of like escort carrier. The earlier the better on that. Let's see, let's do sub detection. Infantry weapons, we got one here. Let's go soft attack and breakthrough. Soft attack, hard attack, and air attack. We're going to do breakthrough for our artillery. Let's see, we already did that one. One more, we got high agility fighters. Production resource penalty, negative 5%. Production output, plus 5%. Agility, plus 5. Fabric skin versus metal skin. Gives us more air defense and more max speed. I'm gonna go max speed. Okay. Well, cool. How are we looking over here? All right, patrolling has begun.
Yes, sir! Ready to move!
Bulgarian rearmament negotiations. The Bulgarian government has publicly established peace policies to be followed by the Tsardom of Bulgaria and the Balkans, and now are urging us to negotiate lifting the severe military restrictions imposed on the country after its defeat in the Great War. They claim that they need the rearmament immediately. They are billed to to build a modern military force capable of defending its sovereignty and self-determination. So we're gonna say no. We shall demand an official treaty to preserve the peace. Tsardom of Bulgaria will be able to start their rearmament as soon as they conclude a non-aggression pact with any of those countries. We must put an end to restrictions. We're going to demand an official peace treaty.
Yes, sir. Commands.
All right, so we're defending the island there. U.S. invading Mexico is awesome. Mexico actually invaded the United States is what happened, to be honest. I like Guatemala have that part. All right, how's our subjects looking? New Zealand could go independent any moment. Trying to make MI6 here. Did we make a torpedo cruiser? We did not. Torpedo. Torpedo. Anti-air. A little bit of anti-sub. Let's see. Torpedo cruiser. Then we'll do a whole bunch of... Wait, is this mine laying? Oh, I don't want mine. I want basic sub. Then with them. Alright, how are we looking over here?
Attention!
Where's my guys? Hey, are we patrolling? What are we doing, guys? Can I get some naval dominance, please? Miles Dempsey wounded. We just created MI6. Let's see. Oh. TikTok says I'm not active enough. All right. We can protect the Mediterranean. Start doing motorized research. I'm gonna do naval. Go naval rearmament. All right.
Ready to move!
Can we, election wartime exception. United Kingdom is in a state of war. Normally an election would be held at this time, but being in the midst of an important conflict, many argue that we cannot afford to spend time on political campaigning or a change of leadership if that should come about. Meanwhile, others claim that declaring the ongoing war a valid reason for skipping the election is a first step towards eroding British democracy. After all, letting the military matters take precedent over the people's influence. Elections will be held, or we can take care of such matters when this war is through. You know, I'll hit the... We'll take the hit on stability. I mean, at the moment, we're fine.
All in!
Alright, we're building up our oil reserves. The fascists are growing in Russia. That's not good. Bulgarian the Tsardom of Bulgaria pressures to lift their army restrictions. A Bulgarian delegation has arrived in London with an aim of pressuring the British government to lift military restrictions. With war looming again over the Balkans, they assure that the Tsardom of Bulgaria will soon begin preparation to defend its territorial integrity one way or another. Yeah, you're in a crazy spot. We'll lift the restrictions. The German Reich has invaded northern Spain. All right, there we go. Now we're starting to do some things. Oh, the Mexican equipment has been seized. The war is over. We don't have a lot of score here. Not a lot of strategic stuff over here. I did that for 20 oil. We annexed all this to take the steel and the oil. Or we make them a subject. What shall we do? I can make a subject with oil over here. Is that because this all goes to the Catholic Mexico? A subject with oil. I mean... it's for the peace, right? For the peace. Okay, we got 114 left. What's the United States doing? They want to change the government. We could take all their ships. We can force them to change their government. I kind of don't get how that works. How does that work? Do I have to say change government in every territory? Hold on. It's been a while. I don't know how this works.
Hey, Gemini, we're about to go live. You can explore complex topics or ideas just by talking.
Great, let's get going. Here's one of the voices I have, but there's more to choose from.
Here's another voice I've used.
Or maybe you'd like to listen to a voice like this. For example, here's another one. Maybe I and then me. The voice fools you.
Maybe this voice is more your style.
I could talk like this all day.
Here's another one of my voices. Imagine he
Or possibly this other one. And to wrap things up, we can also
choosing a voice is tricky, but you can always change my voice and settings later. Okay, I'm here whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm playing Hearts of Iron 4, and I'm in a peace conference. It's the latest version, and there's a demand that's called change government, and it seems like I have to do it for every territory. What does it actually do? And what happens if I change some of the country's governments and the United States, who's an ally, changes some of the country's governments?
So when you change government in a peace conference, you're essentially creating a new independent country, but with the same ideology as yours. If you're democratic, the new government will be democratic, and so on. Now, if you and an ally like the US both change different countries' governments, you'll create separate independent countries. Your allies' newly formed government will match their own ideology. So you could end up with different democratic states, but they'd all be independent and allied with you. Does that make sense? Or are you thinking about a specific system?
Makes sense. What's the difference between change government and puppet?
Well, puppeting creates a subject country, so it's not independent. It's controlled by you or your ally and basically does what it's told. Change government, on the other hand, makes a whole new independent country that just happens to share your political views. See the difference?
Yep. All right. I don't know if I'll keep that voice. It sounds really stuck up. All right. Interesting. Okay. So we could puppet this region and get the chromium and aluminum in a subject. Or we could change government. There's chromium here that's big. So if I add resource rights for 5 years, is that 6 years? It's cheaper to change government with resource rights. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to let the United States free all this. I want this as a subject. Okay, so I satellited... Oh, wow, the United States annexed. Oh, ha, ha. The United States annexed. Oh, wow. I mean... It's free real estate, right? Okay. Okay. Wow. And the United States. Okay, they're gonna let me have that. Border gore a little bit. Nobody's taking Mexico City. Nobody wants Mexico City. Relaxing. I know, tomorrow's the game. What's up, man? I think that's it. I think Mexico is going to be just Mexico City. Wow. Wait, so I only puppeted them? How did that happen? I don't get what just happened, but okay. Hey, thank you. We got the Yugoslavian Confederation. The Treaty of Mexico. So there is a British Yugoslavia. We have taken southern Mexico from Puebla to Veracruz to Acapulco to Morelia. We puppeted the Yucatan and we puppeted the Republic of the Rio Grande. United States annexed Baja California, Sonora, Chihuahua. I don't know how to say that. Is it Chihuahua? Northern Mexico. And then they also did Jalisco. So the United States has annexed those areas. All right.
Ready, sir!
We have British Yugoslavia.
Ready to move! Attention!
All right. Well, we won that war. France wants to join our faction. The Germans just declared war on France. Oh no.
Yes, sir! Guns! Ready to move!
Huh. Well, we can wait a bit. We'll do joint research practices. We won the war. All right, I'm going to wait a little bit. France, oh man. France, hold. Hold, France. We got to get our guys over to the Netherlands. Where's my planes? Get them back here. Escort design, operational range, stronger hull, or higher speed. Go. Speed for our escort carriers. Where is... Moving things around because we're going to go to war with Germany here. That's what's happening at the moment. Wow. Okay. All right, we're going to reset. Here we get a repair ship. And a basic sub. All right, this should be fun. All right, let me switch us over to infantry equipment 2. All right, we'll let that build up a bit. Italy would like to join the faction. We're going to invite Italy to the Allies. So the Italy is now with us.
Yes, sir.
It's actually good. All right, so we're doing our planning now. Let's get our troops to the borders. Looks like France is holding their own. Just got mountain infantry research. All right. Yep. Yeah. Chile triggers naval arm race. Oh. Plus, I need a speech from Churchill. All right. War with the Bolivar Socialist is over. Yugoslavia is now democratic. Yugoslavia is democratic. The Debar province is now British. Yugoslavia. Puppet. Let's see, then Britain puppeted the republics of the Rio Grande and Yucatan. The UK also annexed Veracruz, Guerrero, I think that's how you say it, and Oaxaca, I don't know how to say these things, along with Chiapas. All right. United States annexed Jalisco, Chihuahua, I don't know how to say that, Sonora, no wounded or dead at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. What happened there? Or is that the news? Oh, that is the news. Okay. And then we were able, during the war, to annex British Malaya. All right. While that's going on,
World News. Chile triggers naval arms race. While there were no formal treaties preventing the expansion of the Brazilian, Chilean, or Argentinian navies, there has been an informal arrangement since the Great War that has prevented any major expansion. However, with the announcement by the Chilean government that they intend to expand their naval capabilities with more capital ships, it seems a new arms race in South America is inevitable. What this means for the wider geopolitical situation remains to be seen, but it can be assumed that the leaders of the great powers will also be watching the situation carefully. This could destabilize the region.
I didn't know anything happened. I've been cut off all day. When did this happen? Just happened an hour ago? Oh, I was streaming. Oh, okay. Because from my perspective, you just started talking about stuff. I'm like, what? Shooter opened fire in the lobby. Oh, gotcha. Oh, I just got one that said he was killed. That was an hour ago, so... Oh, gotcha. Huh. Wow. The press secretary made a joke an hour before about how Donald Trump will bring the heat during the event and shots will be fired. Wow. Whoops. Yeah, I see. I'm watching it on X here. Whoops.
World News.
Oh, we already heard that. Okay. Where's my Churchill?
Mr. Speaker, I rise before this House to report that the war against the Bolivarian socialist aggression has been brought to a successful conclusion. Through the courage of our soldiers, the strength of our fleet, and the steadfast unity of the Commonwealth and our allies, the threat that emerged in the Americas has been defeated. Our forces advanced across difficult ground, and together with the United States, secured victory in a theater far from our own shores, yet vital to the peace of the wider world. The territories seized by the aggressor have been restored, and new arrangements have been established to ensure lasting stability. In Mexico, hostile power has been broken. New governments now stand where disorder once reigned. The republics of the Rio Grande and Yucatan have been secured under our guidance, while other regions have been reorganized in concert with our allies. In Europe, too, the tide has shifted. Yugoslavia now stands as a democratic nation once more, and in the Balkans, we have taken steps to ensure that stability is preserved through responsible stewardship. Across the empire, we have strengthened our position. British Malaya has been brought fully into our control, securing vital resources and reinforcing our presence in the east. This has been no small undertaking. It has required sacrifice, endurance, and unwavering resolve. We remember those who gave their lives, and we honor them not only in words, but in the peace their efforts have secured. But let us be clear. This victory, though hard won, is not the end of our trials. Beyond our shores, the world remains unsettled. In Europe, new powers rise and old ambitions stir. We have seen already the swift collapse of one order and the emergence of another. We must not mistake success for safety. Instead, we must carry forward the spirit that has brought us to this moment. We must strengthen our defenses, secure our alliances, and stand ready for whatever challenges may yet come. To the people of Britain and to all across the empire, I say this: you have done your duty. You have stood firm, and together we have prevailed. Let us now ensure that this victory is not merely remembered, but secured. Thank you.
Wow. Victory speech from Prime Minister Winston Churchill. As we have defeated the Mexicans in their alliance, and now it is time to look towards Germany, as Germany has declared war with France, and France is officially asked to join the Allies. We have not made it public yet. We are trying to get our troops over. We just formed the Foreign Department, and we just got Marines 1. We're trying to bring our troops over to help. And we're going to immediately start decrypting We're buying from Russia right now. Okay, we just did fuel refining, which will help us. Alright, we can do oil processing. I don't think I got anything built yet. Let's do anti-air next. I'm gonna go ahead and just start building anti-air. Oh, it's too late for that. We already went down the democratic way. Yeah. It's actually too late for that. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. Let's see. I mean, we're just gonna have to... We're gonna max out the anti-air over the homeland. All about the order we go in, though, now. You know, I don't have time to do that. All right. We have a very sorry tank brigade right now. That's too much. Man. All right, we'll have to wait. Moving everybody over. We will get France involved here soon. We got a support ship. Hold on. Where's your area? Do not engage. Engage at low risk. All right, we're changing all our engagements now. That way we can be a little smarter. All right. Okay, we've been mining the area. Okay, I think we're good. I think we got everything we want there. How's the learning curve in this game? If you know where things are and you're okay with like failing a lot to learn, then it's just experience at that point. There's a lot of good resources, a lot of good people online to go find out how to play. But if you just realize that it's an onion with lots of layers, I think that'll help a ton. And be patient with yourself. And know that there are people that have played a long time that still don't know some of the stuff in it, because things are buried in menus. But if you like this type of game, it's very rewarding. Very rewarding. So... Alright, so we got some planes up there. We are... I'm going to go ahead and just move these guys out to here. They're probably going to get destroyed right away. Alright. Through mods they do. They have modern day stuff through mods. Alright. So we are... So we're trying to move our troops in right now. I'm trying to wait to join the war. till our troops can get here. Trying to save up political power. We're starting to build anti-air as fast as possible. Catholic Mexico just declared war on Costa Rica. What in the world are we doing? Oh, Catholic Mexico went fascist. Oh. Well then. Interesting. It's definitely war focused. It's a total war simulator with some politics. Some mods make it a little more political, but it's not as political as like Victoria 3 or which is the time period before this, or even Europa and other games by the same company. Are we here yet? All right, so everybody's bringing their people, which I like.
Ready to move! Ready! Orders!
All right, so our troops are ready in the south. Oh, we got another operative. We're gonna go with the Seducer. I'm thinking about we like take him out. Come on, you. All right, we're gonna try to boost democracy in Russia. I don't want them going fascist.
Attention!
All right, the Germans are taking out the anarchists in Spain, in Iberia. They are advancing. Okay, looks like we're over here now. Catholic Mexico just declared war on Nicaragua. Are they getting over here somehow? United States, can you take care of them if I, like... Yeah, we're gonna invite them to faction. Alright, so Costa Rica has offered, and we would like to join your war. I just realized I have nobody over here to stop them.
Ready to move!
All right. Well, I'm going to have to rely on the United States on this one, I think. I was going to say, did Canada break away? No.
Yes, sir!
Panama would like to join the faction, sure. Okay, Honduras is coming to my aid. All right. I think we're ready to invite France.
Ready!
France, would you like to become... Either that, or if we could defeat Catholic Mexico now, we can get this done, and then we'll go to war with Germany. A bit of a risk.
Yes, sir! Move out! Yes, sir!
All right.
Move out!
We're going to start tearing it up here.
Move out!
Venezuela! Oh no! That's not good, actually. The Dominican Republic joins the Axis as well. Wow.
World News. The Dominican Republic joins the Axis. Earlier today, Catholic Mexico and the Dominican Republic issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Axis. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. It will not avail them. World News. Venezuela joins the Axis. Earlier today, Catholic Mexico and Venezuela issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Axis.
Oh, we're already
Whether
at
this
war.
partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. It will not avail them.
Oh! The Catholics joined the Germans. Oh, right here. Oh, no. Catholic Mexico is now allied with the Germans, and we are in the war. Well, let's invite France. So Nicaragua just joined the Allies. Chile and El Salvador just joined the Axis. All right. Oh no. All right. Winston Churchill. Is here to address the nation.
My fellow countrymen, I speak to you tonight at an hour of great consequence. The conflict which began across distant seas has now widened into a struggle that reaches to the very heart of Europe. Catholic Mexico has aligned itself with the Axis powers, and Germany has entered the war in their defense. We are therefore at war with Germany and her allies.
Ready, sir.
Let there be no doubt as to what this means. We face a coalition of powers that would seek to overturn the liberties of nations, to impose their will by force, and to bend the world to their design. Against such aims, there can be no compromise, and there can be no retreat. But neither do we stand alone. Tonight, I can confirm that France has joined us. Together with our allies and with the strength of the Empire united, we form a front that shall not be broken. This is now the hour for courage and for resolve. We have fought and prevailed in the Americas. We have shown that distance does not weaken our will, nor does adversity diminish our strength. Now we must bring that same spirit to bear against a greater and more formidable foe. The trials ahead will be severe. The enemy is strong and the struggle may be long. But we possess something greater still, the unity of free peoples, the determination of a nation that will not yield, and the unshakable conviction that our cause is just. I ask of you now what has always been asked in our nation's darkest hours: stand firm. Do your duty. Give all that is required. Victory is not merely our aim, it is our necessity. We shall pursue it with every resource at our command, across land, across sea, and through the air, until the threat we face is overcome. Let this be our answer to those who would challenge us. We shall not falter. We shall not surrender. And we shall achieve victory. May God defend the right. Good night.
Yeah, it's an AI Churchill that I built. Yep. Well, we just went next level here. What's the other place that gets air defense? Southwest England. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go naval aviation. I'm gonna go planning and logistics. Go elevated engineer and logistics focus. Signals training. Now we'll go global presence. Scouting force. So industry liaisons. Centralized control. Okay. Woo! Belgium would like to join the Allies. Complete a certain number of long-term goals. Got overachiever for that. All right. Direct military infrastructure, expand civilian industry. Defeat fascism will be our long-term goal. Okay, we just got excavation 3. All right, a lot of good green bubbles. That's a good start. Let's start some atomic research. Okay. Battles begin. Catholic Mexico capitulated. We just got improved computing machine. The neutral Chilean convoy. Uh-oh. I mean, I don't think the Germans care at this point.
World news. Sinking of the SS Tolton. The neutral Chilean convoy, SS Tolton, was traveling unescorted from Baltimore to New York City when she was hit near the bridge by a torpedo from a German submarine off Barnegat, New Jersey. The ship sank in 6 minutes, and it was only after her sinking that the U-boat crew confirmed the ship to be Chilean. This could be a diplomatic disaster for the Germans. A spark has been lit.
Question of the Despite the war raging for several months now, it refuses to declare for one side, continue to trade with Germany while observing strict neutrality. Ooh, okay. So Yugoslavia, the country we saved before, continues to trade with Germany. We can make them make a choice or not. We're going to tell them they got to make a choice. Russia would like to join the Allies. Yes! Russia has joined the Allies. Vladimir III. All right, boys. All right.
Come on!
Vladimir III. The Kingdom of Italy is called Russia. He hits the super easy button, right? All right, all right. Hey, I'm cool with that. Get an improved destroyer. All right. Russia and the US as allies. I know. I know. We're already advancing on the Germans.
Go, go, go!
Can we? I mean, you do what you gotta do, you know? Did Iran go socialist? Is that what that means? No, they didn't. They just joined together. So did Iraq. So Iraq started it. Iraq started the Middle East Treaty.
World News. The Imperial State of Iran joins the Middle East Treaty Organization. Earlier today, the Hashemite Kingdom of Iraq and the Imperial State of Iran issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Middle East Treaty Organization. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. World News. The Turkish Socialist Republic joins the Middle East Treaty Organization. Earlier today, the Hashemite Kingdom of Iraq and the Turkish Socialist Republic issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Middle East Treaty Organization. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway.
Yeah, I think we broke through. We broke through.
Move out! Ready!
We're about to take Hanover.
Yes, sir! Move out! Attention! Attention!
Got him. Woo! Let's go. All right. What are we doing over here?
Fall in!
Here, we just got anti-air. Let's go improved artillery. Max speed.
Yes, sir! Move out! Ready to move!
All right.
Move out! Fall in!
Oh, yeah.
And
I want Berlin. We're pushing for Berlin. Ooh, nice.
orders! Listen up!
Oh, yeah.
Commands! Orders! Commands!
Oh, come on. Get in there. Yes. Yes. The fall of Berlin. All right, I'm gonna make it a little cooler. Let's see.
This is London, and here is the news. The German capital has fallen. In a swift and decisive operation, British forces have entered Berlin and secured the city after fierce fighting in the early hours of the morning. Striking at first light, commandos seized the vital airfields at Tempelhof, while armored columns drove deep into the city along the great eastern approaches. By midday, the Reich Chancellery was in British hands. Organized resistance within the city has collapsed. Fighting has largely ceased, and British troops now hold the key centers of power throughout the capital. The fate of the German government remains uncertain. Reports indicate that elements of its leadership may have fled the city prior to its capture, though confirmation is still awaited.
What?
What is certain is this: Berlin has been taken. This marks a decisive blow against the Axis war effort, and a moment of great significance in the struggle now reaching its climax in Europe. From the War Office comes a simple message. Well done. This is the British Broadcasting Corporation.
Well, we just won. Okay. Wow. Okay. Right? It is super easy mode. Could let Denmark have that. Could satellite the Kingdom of Prussia. I think it'd be better to do the Latin American countries, just looking at it. So if I satellite... If I puppet El Salvador... Ooh, I can't. You know what? I'm going to let the United States take that. I think for now I got that. Democracy in Germany. United States should just annex that. Russia's just annexing. I mean, I can't hate it. I mean, why not? We're puppeting Czechoslovakia. Looks like it's more the Czech than the Slovakia, but... Oh, there we go. Ooh, look at Russia. Russia really came out ahead on that one. Okay, I can liberate Poland. Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, France is gonna... Ah, France is gonna take that. I could puppet El Salvador. Or I could save that for over here. Change government in El Salvador. Ooh, can't take it all. Okay, still down to 48. France liberated Belarus. All right, I think we got a good stronghold in Central Europe right now. A lot of puppets. Empire's growing. I think I'm just going to go ahead and... take a consolation prize. All right. The Treaty of Berlin. The Axis has been defeated. We now have the Treaty of Berlin on March 25th, 1940. It is Poland, independent Poland, with no faction. It is the Free State of Prussia, a democracy that is a supervised state of the British Empire. We have a supervised state of the British Empire, British Czechoslovakia. We have British Austria, supervised state, also a democracy. We have changed the government of Germany to democracy. So it's now the German Republic. We have annexed Mexico City, and the Mexican Republic still now exists in Durango. We have let's see, I thought there was something else. That is it for what we have. The Russians annexed a whole lot. The Republic of the Ukraine is now in Volyn and Lviv. I don't know how to say that. And Stanislav, that is with the capital of Kovel, is the Ukraine. We have Russia annexing basically Kaliningrad and north through Latvia and Estonia. We have the Republic of Estonia, Finland in southern Finland. Russia annexed northern Finland. And we have, let's see, the German Republic has modern day German borders plus a random Obserschlein and Ermland-Masuren as territories. And that looks to be it. I was trying to let Denmark take one, but they didn't take it. So, cool. That's it for that.
This is London. The British Broadcasting Corporation brings you a special announcement. Today, the 25th of March 1940, representatives of the Allied powers have concluded a general settlement of the war in Europe, now formally recognized as the Treaty of Berlin. With the defeat of the Axis powers, a new order has been established across the continent of ensuring stability and lasting peace in the region. Further south and west, the settlement of earlier conflicts has been confirmed. In the Americas, following the conclusion of hostilities, British authority has been extended to Mexico City, while a reduced Mexican republic continues to exist inland. Allied aligned governments remain in place across the region, reflecting the outcome of the campaign. In the east, significant territorial changes have also occurred, as Russian forces have secured extensive regions across the Baltic and northern territories, and new states have emerged in Ukraine and Finland. The full implications of these changes are yet to be seen. But tonight, one fact stands above all others. The war in Europe is over. After months of conflict spanning continents and oceans, the guns have fallen silent. The struggle that began in uncertainty has ended in Allied victory. Yet even in triumph, there is caution. Leaders in London have emphasized that peace must now be secured, with the same resolve that carried the war to its conclusion. The task of rebuilding nations, restoring order, and preventing future conflict now begins. Across Britain and the Empire, there is relief and reflection. This is not only the end of a war, it is the beginning of a new world. This is the British Broadcasting Corporation, London.
The sound is like because it was from World War II thing, so it was from the fact that there was like planes in the newsreel that I took it from and stuff like that. So.
Orders! Commands!
All right. Well.
Commands!
We kind of defeated the big bad guy. In 1940, did we win the game? Guys? Japan is monarchist, and well, there's growing fascism, but they're pretty much monarchist and isolationists. There's kind of a growing threat in China. I think we won the game. Huh. Good game. I mean, no, Brazil is non-aligned. I guess Venezuela's looking kind of weird. I guess. Ecuador and Peru is doing their kind of fighting. And then you got the communists down here. Ireland would like to join. I don't know who we're fighting. We can make it so only non-aligned and Democrats, so no socialist, no communists. No communists can join the Allies now. I mean, I think it's over. Norway wants to join. We just got the magnetic detonator. That is the first time that an ahistorical world actually went in my favor. The German Republic wants to join the Allies. Wow. April 6, 1940. I mean, we still got 100% tension in the world somehow. Everybody's really tense. But I mean, China's China right now. China would be the only thing that's coming up. We just got the Air Defense National Focus. Oh, South Africa breaking away broke that. Oh, we can't get the Imperial and Federation either. Job well done, you're going home. I know. Let's hear from Churchill, I guess. Wow. So since the last post, Germany is now part of the Allies. So is Germany's part of the Allies, and so is Ireland, and of course Russia's part of the Allies, and Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Albania, Italy. The only other factions that are in the world are at peace with us, which is the Middle East Treaty Organization of Turkey, Iraq, and Iran, led by Iraq. And another one is the Chinese Unified Front, which is led by China and has all the Chinese warlords under them, and they are not aligned at the moment. So I think this is it. This is total victory. So we need to hear from Churchill then about the great achievements of quick total victory by April 9th, 1940 is the... I mean, we won, what, March 25th or something like that? So, okay. Yeah. Really, I think, man, the difference was actually the Habsburgs, I think.
My fellow countrymen, the war is won. I speak to you tonight not in hope nor in expectation, but in certainty. The conflict that spread across continents and oceans, that threatened the peace of nations and the stability of the world, has been brought to a victorious conclusion. In a span of months, through courage, unity, and unyielding resolve, we have faced down aggression in the Americas, met the challenge in Europe, and emerged triumphant. Berlin has fallen. The Axis has been defeated. And today, a new peace stands in its place. But let us understand the full measure of what has been achieved. Where once there was tyranny, there is now freedom. Germany stands no longer as an aggressor, but as a democratic republic now counted among the community of nations working in common cause. Across Europe, nations have been restored, rebuilt, and secured. From Poland to the Balkans, from the heart of Germany to the frontiers beyond, a new order has been established, one grounded not in conquest, but in stability and cooperation. And beyond Europe, too, the storm has passed. The threat that rose in the Americas has been broken. Order has been restored. And the responsibilities we bear to the peoples under our protection have not been cast aside, but upheld. Throughout this struggle, the empire has stood together. Britain, the dominions, and our allies across the world have acted as one, and now that unity has grown even stronger. Nations that once stood apart now stand beside us. Former enemies have laid down their arms and joined in the work of peace. This is no ordinary victory. It is a total victory, not merely of arms, but of purpose, not merely of nations, but of principles. And yet, I must speak plainly. Victory does not end our duty, it begins a new one. We now bear the responsibility of securing the peace we have won, of guiding nations newly freed towards stability, of ensuring that the sacrifices made in war are not squandered in peace. The world has been changed swiftly, decisively, and profoundly. It now falls to us to ensure it is changed for the better. To the people of Britain and to all across the empire, I say this: you have stood firm, you have done your duty, and together you have achieved victory. Let us now prove ourselves equal to the peace. May God bless you all, and may God guide this new world we now begin to build. Good night.
Whoa! Nah, China versus the world, you wonder who's gonna win? Total victory of purpose and principle, right? I mean, China's kind of going communist. I mean, we could build up and see what happens, I guess. I mean... Now what? We kind of build up. I mean... At this point, looking at the Dominion, I could even annex... I could possibly annex all of Central... All this area, I can actually annex into the kingdom. Pretty easily. I can't make the Federation because South Africa is already broken away. South Africa, though, is turning fascist. Now, I have been sneakily influencing the Russians and sending democratic propaganda to their nation. Oop. But now I stopped doing that. So one of the things I could do, let's see, where is, I not do that? Oh, I can't because they're now an ally. I can't spy on allies? Come on now. I can't influence them. I could do diplomatic pressure. Right. So we're going to do diplomatic pressure. Let's see, we could... Could use convoy war. I didn't even get to like full on turn on the mode. Robert was right, man. This was easy mode plus. College time? Nah, see, that's not how that works. Tomorrow night will be college time, but not tonight. It takes a lot to set up that stuff. A lot. Can't just switch. I didn't even do any doctrines. Chinese Soviet Republic has risen up now. The German Republic is justifying against us. You can't do that, though, because you're part of the Allies. Every man will do his duty. No further appeasement. Huh. Just got an escort carrier. All right. Nice. Huh, we just got all our stuff back. Alright, so we can't fully get rid of it. Well, I mean, that's kind of it. If we could have done Imperial Federation, it would have been fun, but nope. That is it. That's all she wrote. Wow. Okay. Sweden joins our faction. They just joined. They just showed up one day. Hey! I'll be an ally. Next thing you know, there's an IKEA in London. Excuse me?
Commands!
Brazilian operative captured. United Kingdom disavows appeasement. The Swedish-Hungarian spy. Sure. Well, I think we're done. That's it, boys. We won. We won by 1940. Wow. I continue to be stunned. What am I thinking for Thursday? For Thursday, it'll probably be Victoria 3. Might have to do... That's the Rule the Waves. There's a civil war in Australia. So technically the fascists have risen up in Australia. So we're at war now in Australia, but, I mean... I'm not concerned. Yeah, I would say playing Japan for the flavor they added, yeah. Because they added a lot of flavor for Victoria 3. So, but yeah, I'm pretty much done with this. I'm cool with this. Playthrough overview, 4 years, 8 months, 11 hours played. I mean, whoops. We did weapons, land vehicles, airplanes. Yeah, I didn't do very good on the airplanes at all. Aircraft production, fighters, tactical bombers. Tank production, light tanks, medium tanks. Ship production, screening ships, subs, and carriers. Before 1940, civilian, military. After 1940, civilian, military. We didn't do any doctrines. Oh. That's it. Statistics. Yeah, so that's it. Well, that ends tonight's stream then. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That was pretty amazing. One of the, like I said, one of the few times where a non-historic thing just like turned in our favor. And I think Russia was the big one. They are probably going to go fascist at some point. So, I mean, we could have kept playing and there was some things that would be cool, but hey, whatever. I'm cool with ending it here. And then we'll go Victoria 3 on Thursday. Tomorrow night is college basketball. So, guys, this was a fun night. Stay strong, stay safe, stay legendary. See you Sunday, tomorrow night, for college basketball. Good night. This concludes another broadcast day on the 7-Star General Multi-Stream on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick.com. We thank you for joining us across games, chats, highlights, and the unpredictable moments that make this channel truly one of a kind. Whether you dropped in for the grind, stayed for the laughs, or simply vibed with the community, your presence means everything. The 7-Star General salutes viewers from every corner of the internet. Your loyalty, support, and hype fuel each stream, and together we continue to build something extraordinary. Until next time, keep your systems cool, your minds sharp, and your spirits even sharper. From all of us here at the 7-Star General channel, good night, stay strong, and stay legendary.